Hi, welcome to NCPL. Today in this video we are going to explore what are all the major things we should keep in mind before applying for the jobs. Today our CEO Mr. Ram is with us. With his expertise knowledge, he will give us the clear inputs regarding these major things we should keep in mind before applying for the job. Hi Ram.
Hi, RK.
So to start with, what are the major companies allow us for applying the jobs?
So in Canada, um, you know, finally the jobs are there in the end client companies. For example, like CEOs, BMOs, Scotia banks, insurance companies, etc. So when jobs are posted online, these jobs are posted on the company website, and the companies also post that job in job sites like LinkedIn, Glassdoor, etc. Okay. And besides that, company also wants to promote that job posting through the vendors because they wanted to recruit the people quite faster. So they give the same job posting to the recruitment agencies. So recruitment agencies also post that same job in their website and in the job sites like LinkedIn and Glassdoor. And not only that, each recruitment agencies also have some sub vendors. Okay, the sub vendors also repeat the same. So in one way, one job which is posted by one company is cascaded into all the job sites, same job, but posted by three different companies in job sites. So there is a bit of redundancy in these job postings.
So in such a scenario, where should the applicant should apply? Like only for the job postings which came from the companies directly, or through the agency, or through the sub vendors?
Yeah, this is one area where people do a lot of mistake. When a candidate applies for a job, he sees that job, let's say in LinkedIn, and he will immediately apply for that job in LinkedIn. But if he sees the same job in Glassdoor, he thinks that he already applied in LinkedIn and there is no need to apply in the Glassdoor. But my suggestion would be, when you see any job in any website, um, always apply, irrespective of whether you have applied in the past or not. Because when you apply for in the previous example I mentioned, same job posting posted by example CIBC, and if CIBC's vendor is like say SI Systems also post a job in LinkedIn. If SI System has some sub vendor X also post the job. So if you have applied for the job posted by SI Systems, you should not stop applying for jobs posted by CIBC and the sub vendor X. You should apply for all the jobs posted. The reason is, if you have applied for the job, your profile and your details will be in the CIBC company database, SI system database, and also sub vendor database. So in future, let's say CIBC has a requirement. So first of all, when there is a new requirement, they always try to search for people who are already in the database before even posting it outside. Because if they are able to get somebody who is already within the database, then it makes their life easier. They can avoid all the marketing time. Same is the case with SI systems. If SI system has a requirement, they will search for the database. So by not applying for the jobs, same job, even though you are avoiding yourself from going into the database, which is a big blunder. So the thumb rule here is, if you see a job where you are fit in, even though you are aware that it is a repeat posting and you have already applied in the past, always apply.
So along with the LinkedIn, what are all the major job portals to apply, and out of that, what are very important?
Yeah, so my top 6 websites in the same order of priority are, number 1, LinkedIn, number 2, Glassdoor.ca, number 3, careerbuilder.ca, Number 4, talent.com. Number 5, monster.ca. And number 6, ziprecruiter.ca. These are the top 6 websites in the same order of priority that you should be using. There are so many other websites, but I have just mentioned top 6 websites.
So these are all major important job portals. Next, if we talk about the eligibility criteria, in the job postings in general, they will provide us the eligibility criteria. Sometimes with our experience may match, there may be a slight variations. Example, if we have a 3 years of experience, the client may ask for 3 to 5 years of experience. In such a scenario, applying even for the slight variation is the right thing, or only applying for the apt exact requirement is the correct thing, which you suggest?
Yeah, that is a very good question, RK. And this is also one area where people go wrong. I'll give you one example. Let's say you are a data engineer and you have 3 years of experience in data engineering. So, what many people do as a mistake is they try to apply only for those jobs where the required experience is 3 years. But if companies post a requirement, let's say for 6 years, then the candidate feels he doesn't have 6 years of experience and he will stop applying for that job. But this is a mistake. Let me give you one example. Even though most of the companies don't spend time in preparing job descriptions, okay, 90% of the job descriptions are copy paste. Okay, because to write a job description from scratch, it will take about 4 to 5 hours, and nobody wants to spend 4 to 5 hours just to write a job description. Instead, what they do, irrespective of what their requirement is, how many years of requirements they have, or what tools and technologies they need, they will just try to pull up a job description which is already in their database, or a copy paste of job description from other companies. So they just copy paste it, do some minor modifications, and release it into the market. What we feel is, okay, this job description seems to be the exact requirement of the company, but what we don't know is it is just a copy paste of that some other job description, and the job description may or may not necessarily reflect the exact requirement. So in such case, you are losing, right? If you don't apply for that job description, you are losing. That is number one. Number two is, sometimes, let's say they have a requirement of a junior. They might need somebody who has 1 year of experience or 2 years of experience. But in the job description, they ask for a person with 4 years or 5 years of requirement. So you think that you are not eligible for that requirement. But what they think is, let's post this job description. I need a junior, but I don't mind even if I get a person with some very good experience. So I'd rather ask for somebody with higher experience. There are many cases in our consultancy where the job description was posted for 5 years. This guy has only 1 year. He was still recruited for that position. Sometimes, one job might have multiple openings. They might need one junior, they might need one intermediate person, and they might need one senior person also. In such case, they use the same job description with the same number of years, and in the interview they will figure out, I think this guy has not much experience, we will take him to the junior role, and this guy has not much experience, very good experience, so we will take him to the senior role. So there also, that's why it is important, irrespective of your experience, trust me, irrespective of experience, if the role is matching, tools are matching, technologies are matching, services are matching, then don't bother about experience, blindly apply for that job.
Candidates no need to think much about the job description. If it is relevant to him, definitely he can apply.
Exactly.
So next, coming to the number, how many jobs he can apply on day basis. Suppose when he starts at the beginning, he may see many posts, like 1,000 requirements, 1,000 requirements. In the first day itself, he applying for too many jobs, and from the next day, waiting for the responses, or continuously applying will be the right thing? Which one you suggest?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Um, let's say there is a person who is applying for, he started the job search today. Okay, so obviously, since it is day one of your job search, you will see a lot of job postings in all the websites, LinkedIn, Glassdoor, ZipRecruiter, and other websites. So what you will do, you will sit for the whole day, will try to apply for as much as 100 to 200 jobs today. Next day, what we will do, we will apply for maybe like 50 to 60 jobs, and then third day, fourth day, but then we'll stop applying because we will see the scarcity of the jobs in the market. But this is a very bad approach. Whether you are in day one or day n of your job search, the consistency in applying for jobs is the key factor in getting the job faster. Not the number of job applications that you have applied, but are you applying for these jobs daily? Are you, because jobs gets replenished on a day-to-day basis. So you need to apply for jobs on a day-to-day basis. But at the same time, since there are 100 jobs, it doesn't mean you can apply for 100 jobs, because it is practically difficult to apply for 100 jobs per day, and there might not be 100 jobs per day. For some roles, you will see only 2 or 3 postings that are visible in the job sites. So rule number 1 is apply daily. When I say daily, I say working days. Rule number 2, apply, I would suggest 5 to 10 job applications per day. My personal preference is 10, but if you apply for 5 quality postings also, that is perfectly all right. But remember one thing, consistency is the key. From day one till the time you get offer, you have to religiously apply, come what may, on a day-to-day basis, on working day, 5 to 10 job applications per day.
Next, coming to the locations. So the requirement may come from different locations and different cities. In such a scenario, what would be the right choice? Whether he need to apply for his own city, or can he apply from the all cities where the job description is mentioned, not even from his city?
Yeah, this is a good question as well, RK. Again, I see a lot of people doing some mistakes in this. For example, if a person is living in Vancouver and he see a job posting from Toronto, so what he will think is, oh, I don't want to move to Toronto right now, I would rather apply for jobs within Vancouver. So he will refrain from applying for jobs in Toronto, which is again a big mistake. When you are applying, don't bother about the location. Of course, you have the preferred location, but when you are applying for jobs, as I told you, right, apply for 10 jobs on a day-to-day basis. First few, maybe like 4 or 5, apply for the jobs in your preferred location. The rest few, apply for jobs in any other location. Don't confine yourself only to the location of your choice. Again, what is the reason? You are missing your profile going into the recruiter's database or the company's database. Again, when you are applying for the job, the outcome is not just for that job alone. You have to see the future also. You might not be eligible for that job, or you might not be selected for that job, whatever is posted. But since your profile is in the database, you might be picked up for the future requirement also. So think about the future also, present and also future. So when you are in a very specific location, my suggestion would be first few jobs in your preferred location and next few jobs in any other location.
So next, in a day, what is the right time to apply for these job applications?
That is a very tricky question. There is nothing like a right time. The whole concept of applying for the jobs is to be in the company's database, because it is only from the database they shortlist the candidates based on certain criteria. The application tracker system will do that job. But while I say anytime will work out, but there is a small hack. Most of the recruiters, you know, come to office at around 8:30, 9 o'clock. So if your application is on top of the queue or on top of their email box or in their database, because the latest one always comes on the top. So let's say if they're coming to the office at 8:30, if you have applied at 8 o'clock, then your application will be on top of the um, queue, right? Um, so the best time would be from morning 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. But again, this is just a hack. You can apply at any point of time, but applying between 7 and 8 will have the high impact, and the probability of you getting a call back from the recruiter or the company is very high.
So till now we discussed about many things on applying the jobs, like major sites, location, timing. Is there anything else you want to share?
Yeah, there is one important thing I wanted to share. You have to understand, this is a hard truth. 50% of the job postings in the market are fake. Okay. Number one, some companies just post the requirements in the job sites keeping future requirement in mind. They just wanted to get some resumes collected. They don't have a job that is ready to be offered, but they just wanted to start collecting resumes and have some people in their database. So that job posting is a fake one. And sometimes what happens is a new recruitment company is born. Okay, so they wanted to have the customer database again they post too many job postings with different roles. Again, these are fake. And there will be some redundant postings. Just now in the video I have explained the same job posted by company, vendor, and also sub vendor. So those are redundant posts. And sometimes people just post for the sake of complaints. They have the requirement, they have the candidate ready, they are ready to hire, but the process is they just have to post it. So they just post it. So even if you apply, they are not going to see your resume because the candidate is ready. So altogether, from my study in the job sites, 50% of the job postings are fake. So that is the reason why applying for 10 job postings is important, right? So if you apply for 10, at least 5 will be of serious ones and 5 will be fake ones and can be ignored. So this is one factor that you need to understand and keep in mind. That's why applying for 10 is important. Another point I wanted to tell is, how do we assess the quality of these postings? Many people might not know whether this is a fake post or a high quality post or a low quality post or a redundant post. As a candidate, you apply for all the jobs where you fit in, not considering the experience, but considering the roles and responsibilities and the role name. But for you to assess the quality of the post, the number one and top quality of the post is the job postings which are posted in the company website. Those are of top quality postings. Companies always keep that database up to date. So if you apply directly in the company website, you are like applying for a top quality post. And the second one is Glassdoor has a very high verification and the quality mechanism. So they verify the quality of the job postings, the quality of the employer who is doing the post, the quality of the candidate who is applying for the jobs. So the second quality postings you can get in Glassdoor. LinkedIn doesn't have much of these quality checks in the job postings, but if job, then people always think about LinkedIn. So in LinkedIn, you will find a mix and match of the quality of the post. The third preference is my LinkedIn. Indeed has a lot of fake posts as per my observation, but there are also some genuine posts. So indeed, there is 50-50 chance that it is high quality or a fake one. Rest of the job sites, you blindly apply wherever you see the job posting relevant to your skill set. So quality of the postings assessment is very important when you are applying for the jobs.
Thank you, Ram. Thank you for sharing your valuable insights before applying the jobs. What are all the major things we should keep in mind? Still, if you have any personal concern, the details we will give in the description and in this video. You can contact and share your concerns. So our CEO, Mr. Ram, will give you the necessary inputs to go further. Thank you.
Yeah, so if you have any questions on the postings, quality of the postings, genuinity of the postings, feel free to post your query in the comment and I'll be able to answer. Or you can, I have given the appointment link in the description. You can also schedule a call with me and we can talk in detail. Thank you so much.